Hey, what is up, everybody? And welcome back to Space Chick Crypto. My name is Elizabeth Howard, and today I'm going to have some special guests. We're going to have a little different type of vaulted space cabin today. We're going to talk about security. We're going to talk about and talk to the people that this hack happened to, David and Carrie. I also invited Ladybug on. And so hopefully we'll see her here as well. But first, you know what to do. If you are not following me on Spacey Crypto One, go ahead and do so. But first and foremost, let me go ahead and bring in Carrie. What's up, Carrie?
Hi, Space Chick. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. Okay, I sent David, emailed David the StreamYard link. And so hopefully he pops in. And then I sent Ladybug. So hopefully we see her too. But how are you doing?
Oh, super well. Had a great weekend. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having us on.
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to see another female in crypto. So, yeah, hell yeah. Shout out to you for being here. I appreciate it. And I know it's weird sometimes coming onto a live. I remember my first live. So,
Yeah, I've done it. I've been there, done that.
oh, you have.
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you have another channel, or do you have a channel or anything?
No. I let that go a few years back. It got to be a little too much for me. So,
I can
I will be getting back into it. I guess we can talk about that later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's jump into it. Let me say hi to the Vault Army. We got Shug in the space cabin. We got F Joe and Mara. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cal on C. Oh yeah, they're getting the notifications now. Achillea, thank you so much. Let's vault. Let's see what's going on here. What happened? So cool, Dad Cap. We're gonna find out what happened. That day, that dreadful day. I want to know, y'all want to know, everybody wants to know what happened and what is, going to happen from here for Carrie and for David. Golf God, Warlord Crutch. What's up? Let me go ahead and I guess it's me and you, Carrie. David isn't here yet.
He's a little nervous.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't done anything like this before, so
I get it. I totally get it. Okay, David, whenever you want, or if you don't want, no problem, dude. I got you. I remember. I went on with Tammy Crypto Queen. And so I remember that. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I doing on here?
right. It's very nerve wracking at first.
Yeah, it is. Joe Crypto, yeah. But then it's just like, I don't know. Sometimes I get anxiety before I come on still. It's weird.
Shut it off.
Yeah, like breathe it out. Like,
Yes.
no, y'all, for real, this is literally how it is. All right, so we're a few minutes in. The notifications have gone out. I think I just don't want you to have to repeat yourself. You know what I mean? Or if like answer any questions and repeat yourself. Because
Right.
I know you're gonna have some questions. Larry Jones, hello. What is up? 420 high voltage. Yeah, let's go. All right. Well, Carrie, start us off. What happened? Why are you here today?
I'm here today because Dave and I have been in the Volt Army since February of last year.
Okay.
And a couple weeks ago, we were trying to get our first Ledger wallet set up so that we could start staking our dragons and our Volt when the staking platform comes out, the Volti Eco. And it was 420, and we were trying really hard, and there's not a whole lot of information out there on exactly how to move everything over. And Dave had such a large bag that he wanted to do it correctly. He wanted to see if maybe there was a way to do it without being charged the taxes, which there isn't.
Oh, Carrie, I don't want to interrupt you, but we got David here and we got Ladybug. Okay, one second. Let's bring them on in. David, hello, David. Hi.
Hi, aloha, guys,
Good to
girls,
see
space check,
you.
my beautiful woman.
Yes, Carrie, she's amazing. Good job, dude. And we got Ladybug.
Ladybug.
Like, where's my intro? Where's my...
No, just like thanks. Hello, everybody.
I'm like, April is here.
I'm
What's
here.
up, girl?
Hey, David, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Good to see you.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Ladybug.
Awesome.
What's going on, Space Chick? What's up?
Oh, we're here talking about to David and Carrie about what happened that day, you know, and how, you know, the security of you know, measures that we could take, or, you know, any advice they could give us, and you know, how it happened. So they're here to let us know what happened and, you know, what they plan on doing about it. So, but yeah, Carrie, if you want to continue, or David, go on ahead. Y'all go ahead, and if y'all want, put this in the Telegram, get people here, and so they don't have to repeat themselves, because I know y'all are going to have 10,000 questions. So please, it happens every time.
Right.
Like, y'all are late. Y'all are late. All right. So go ahead, Carrie. Go ahead and continue what you were saying.
Yeah, we're trying to put our vault into a ledger, and there wasn't a whole lot of information out there. So Dave went on the chat, and correct me if I get any of it wrong, Dave. But he started talking to who we thought was Pablo, and do you want to take it from there, Dave?
So I put a text into Voltoshi through the DM ApeCon. I wasn't sure if that was him or not. So I asked him if that was Voltoshi, and I didn't get an answer back for an hour or so. And then for some reason, I got a message, and the message asked, "Did Voltoshi help you out yet?" And it was from Pablo. And I said, no. He goes, and then he texted, well, let me see if you have the correct type of wallet that we can help, you know. And I copied and pasted that without thinking it was a scam. And then phone started ringing at the same time from another person. It said Tihito. And then I started getting nervous. I'm like, wait a minute, my phone's not supposed to be ringing. And I looked at her, and I looked at it, and it was 4:20, and I was pretty stoned, and I should not have been messing with my crypto when I was that high. And the Pablo said, we have a program for you, and all you need to do is put your seed phrase in here, and we can help you distribute these into certain wallets, split it up for you. And he made it sound like it was all legit. And then Tihito started calling me again, and I'm looking at Carrie, and I got confused. And then I went downstairs to check my Coinbase wallet to see if everything was okay. And then I realized I was tricked. I was tricked. I was wasn't I, Carrie? I just...
Yeah, you were scammed. They are awful. These scammers are out there. I got scammed on Telegram as well. I got locked up into some like chat. I should have known. If it says report and scam, I didn't know. You know what I mean? Like that. Voltoshi wasn't giving out any airdrops. I lost 7 billion last May. And so I was just, I mean, that was a lot for me. That's a lot. And they got me. They got me in seconds. And I learned, but oh my goodness, you had a whole phone call and everything. So they were able
distracted.
to.
Yeah, they knew how to distract me, and they made it sound like it was so urgent, and it's not. Nothing's urgent when it comes to your crypto. Once you have it, it's yours. Treat it like it's your firstborn child. Do not let anybody near it. You know, we're okay. Thank God. I have a business. My woman is brilliant. She found 95% of our NFTs that I thought were lost. We took out the SIM cards in my phone. I took all the wallets off my phone. We put everything on ledgers. It took Carrie a good 24, 36 hours of panic trying to get this all figured out. And, you know, after it happened, the next morning is when I realized my NFTs were gone, and I freaked.
Well, yeah, of course.
Just so great.
So they did take your NFTs?
They got 5.
Oh, okay.
Thank God. Thank God it was just 5.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, I can buy 5 back.
Right.
I couldn't have bought them all back. Not like the Volt. The Volt, I'm not going to be able to buy it all back. But we're lucky that I was all in before I got into this project. I'm a firm believer. I've been in this project for 16, 17 months. And I sold my truck a few weeks ago, and the check is available tomorrow. So I'm going to be able to get some money in these Volt bags. I mean, in these Dragon bags to be able to get into the first pool. And Voltoshi and the gang said that they would hold off a few minutes to let me get in first. And, you know, we're doing the best we can with what we have. And I just wanted to come out here and to let everybody know I'm okay. I'm a real person. This happens to a lot of us. And I just, the importance of buying your Volt on a ledger is number one. If I didn't take it that serious. I was buying on Coinbase, my ETH, just flipping it over to my Coinbase wallet, going on a VOLTICHANGE and buying, and I would turn off my Coinbase, but it was always on my phone. I never took it off, or my Trust wallet. Now none of it's on my phone. And that's what I can do now. You know, hopefully I don't get hacked again. I learn from my mistakes, and I have the Volt Army to back me up. I got loved ones to back me up. I'm safe. I feel like I'm a healthier person now. I went through something like this. I got a brand new dog who's chilling right there.
Oh.
You know,
well, I'm glad you came on, because I mean, I know a lot of people wanted to know, like, hey, what's going on? And, you know, why so many wallets and this and that. So can we go back? I had questions about that. Some people were trying to FUD the project and say, oh, there was so many wallets. I know a lot of people have questions about that. So can you help explain to all of us, like, how they did it with you giving it to each wallet, or you know, how they did that, or do you even know how they did that?
So Dave only had the one wallet at the time for that, and then he had a separate wallet for his dragons. He ended up putting his seed phrase into the link that they sent him. I put the link into the computer. I was like, are you sure this is a good link? And it was just very confusing at the time. So that's how they got his Volt, was because of putting the seed phrase into this link that was supposedly to help get it into the ledger. But then with the phone call, we believe they were able to access his phone. Or maybe it was just the talking on the Telegram, because then they got the 5 dragons from a new wallet I created later on. After that went, I made 20 wallets, brand new wallets. It's okay. I'm not going to say anything. Don't worry. And they were able to take the one wallet that was created on that phone. Everything else I created on a separate one that was turned off, Wi-Fi only. But he had created one, and we used that one. We shouldn't have, and they ended up taking the 5 dragons from that one.
Overnight.
So
it was overnight. Yeah. I didn't realize till the next morning, like 8 hours later.
Yeah. So it was a twofold thing. Since then, we're taking safety very seriously. All of the dragons have been moved to ledgers.
Okay.
So, and it is important, we know now, to have multiple wallets.
Mhm.
You know, if that way, if one gets stolen, you still have all the others, and it's okay.
How much did y'all lose altogether? I know I hate to even ask. I don't even want to ask.
582 billion between two hacks.
Okay. Oh.
Now, to go back into Dave's history, Dave's new to crypto, and I have a small business, and I got the opportunity to buy a yoga studio in Maui, so I had to try to figure out a way to buy a home in Maui. So I got into crypto, and the original crypto I got into was Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin started dumping, and I went into Shiba. Shiba started dumping. I was DCAing the whole time, and I found Saitama in June, and I ended up I didn't even know how to read an ether scan, but I think I was a top whale in Saitama.
Good for you.
And I told Carrie that we needed to sell on November 11th. We almost planned a trip to Vegas, and little did I know that was the date to sell, and I didn't know how.
Well, I mean, and you know what? This was new to everybody, though.
Exactly.
Nobody knew what Pancake Swap was 2 years ago.
No way.
Only the people knew buying Safe Moon, in my opinion.
I knew 3 years ago.
Look at her. All right, Ladybug,
See?
we know
See,
you know about
is
you
need
know
time.
about all this stuff.
You need time in this space to
You
realize.
do need time in the space.
This is a huge learning curve. It's a whole different language to people. So when you do go all in, you have to have some serious people around you know what's going on that can help you. And learn from my mistakes, and don't just talk to people and try to make sure everything is legit before you move, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So yeah, I took out profit and bought a condo, a truck, paid all my bills with the Saitama money once I figured out how to sell, and it was a few months later. But then I took all the profit and threw it in the vault. So I came into this with almost 600 billion tokens from the beginning, and and it's been a long time. I bought all last summer because the prices were so great. So what I'm trying to say is this was all profit that I lost.
It was all profit. You seem like you're taking it so well. I was so tore up with my little 7 billion. Oh God.
Penny, I've lost much more than this in my life. So I know what is important, and my life and my happiness was much more important than a couple of tokens, because I just retired because I did so well. But look how young I am. I can go back to work. I am working. That's what I'm in Seattle now. I'm going to work all summer. I'm going to buy the dips. I sold my condo. I'm going to have money to buy back in. So all the profits that I put away, I have. I just don't have a home now, but I have a home in Volt, you guys. I believe you. I believe in Voltoshi. I've been texting behind the scenes with him, and he's got me. I'm not getting a handout, but he's making sure, I'm going to be around. I have lots of dragons. I want to be in these pools forever. I love the community. I want to be an ambassador of Volt. I thought I've always have been at the beginning, and I feel like this is the most opportune moment in my life to shine and let people know, it's okay to get up and move on, because life is life. We all lose. The only way we win is to get up and keep on moving on and enjoy our life. I was getting a little bit too sucked in and too comfortable with what was going on. I was getting a little lazy and complacent, and that all shook me up. And I'm grateful for everything that just happened. This woman who's online with us, I'm gonna marry this woman.
Yeah, Carrie, how do you feel about this? How do you
What,
feel?
the marriage?
I know, right? Here in the Space Cabin.
You know, she was with me from the beginning. She helped me get my first wallets. You know, she calms me down when the storm is crazy. You know, I think that's what life is about, is just finding your tribe and growing, just growing and sharing our experience, strength and hope. You know, I love Volt. I love the Army. I love my woman. I love Ladybug, Space Chick. You know I love you.
Yeah.
I've been saying Elizabeth since day one. I'm so excited for our women in Volt.
I want to say this though, Volt Dragon. One thing I can say is every morning, you know, for the most part, Voltage Dragon's been on the chat. Like he'll come in. We talk about we talk about dragons.
No.
This is what that's our passion. That's our love.
I love the dragons.
Yeah. So I mean, he had literally just swept the floor, like I think 2 to 3 weeks prior to that. You know, of the dragons, he went in and swept the floor. You know, trying to, get up the price action and stuff like that up. So.
That's a true community.
Really don't know. Yeah, if you really don't know, I just need to kind of reiterate that he's been, since I've been there, he's been there. I mean, every day, all day, pushing the project, helping in the chat, and I mean, just doing everything. So, yeah.
Do you have a wallet, David, that the community can send you tokens or anything? I know you probably don't want to reveal your. Carrie's like, don't you dare. Look at Carrie. Carrie's like, oh.
It's all good. It's all safe.
It's all safe.
We could figure out a safe way to put a wallet out there if somebody wants to give, but nobody has to. We're not here asking for money. We're here to make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad that y'all, David wanted to come on and talk to y'all, and Carrie as well. Like, hey, we want to tell y'all what happened, and we want to help other people. Now, how cool is that as well? Like that shows what type of people they are. They wanted to come on, let everybody know the true story, that he's okay. They are okay. Thank you for wanting to come on here. I that was all you, David. So I appreciate you and Carrie coming on here. Ladybug, do you have any questions? I'm sorry. I'm sure.
Yeah, did he sound regular when he was calling you, like a regular person? The person that was.
When I never heard Tihito talk, but when I heard this gentleman's voice, I knew it probably wasn't Tihito.
Okay.
He had
he had a deep accent, maybe from Nigeria or something.
Yeah. And then so the back and forth was what? They were just like a team work, trying to make you think that it was really important.
It felt like one was distracted me from the other.
Okay.
What happened. It happened like, all right, we're gonna make this guy think about two different things at the same time, so he screws up. Man. I got distracted. I was chatting with Pablo, the fake Pablo, and talking. This other guy was calling me frantically like it was important. He called me 7 times. It was like over and over and over. They were on me like my house was burning down, because they knew once they saw my wallet address, they knew how much money was in there.
Yeah, so they were on it.
They put the pressure on me so hard, and I was just dumb. I was stupid. I was high.
And that's fair. The disclosure is, don't be high. mess with your supply.
Don't be high and mess with your supply. Y'all, that is LadyBug's tagline.
But in all seriousness, though, yeah, I knew it had to. Well, I knew it had to be a hack when it happened. Because we were on Ladies' Night. then all of a sudden it was like, go, 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 everybody. So, we cut and went in and it was just like,
No
and
way.
then once,
You were
yeah,
live?
It was
I was
Thursday
live.
night. It was around 5 o'clock.
Night,
Yeah.
We were watching.
Wow.
Well, we were trying to. I was just doing what I do, and I was trying to do the work, and I'm not the worker no more. Carrie's the worker. I'm just gonna go I'm gonna go make the money, and we'll buy Volt with that.
But I mean, first of all, I'm glad you guys are okay.
I know.
Thank you.
I really am glad you guys are okay, because you are, truly one of our, OGs in here, and for me, I just appreciate, we all do stupid stuff. I've done stupid stuff. I clean computers, and I tell people don't press this, don't press that, or they wipe your computer. I've done that even though I know not to do it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody makes mistakes. So I just would ask that people would be, just a little bit more understanding, because everybody does make mistakes. So, it doesn't have to be a conspiracy.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that I'm glad y'all came out and said something, because I think one was trying to, snowball up at times, and you've been there, David, you've been in the chat, you came in my chat I don't know, right after you came, and you were at one of my vaulted space cabins, like the next day or whatever. You didn't give up. Y'all, he was there. You were in the Telegram, I bet, as well. I don't know, but you didn't give up.
No, and it's my breath work. I learned how to breathe, and I say it all the time in class. I'm a yoga teacher. I own a yoga studio, and without your breath, there's no life. When panic hits, sometimes you just stop breathing, and that's what I started thinking of when I was going away.
Yeah. Can y'all tell us what security measures we can all take? I mean, I know you've told us, but a ledger, you went to now the website, right? That's where you go. You don't go to Amazon.
Yep.
Y'all don't go.
I had to sign for it. Yep. They sent it to my house. It got there 2 or 3 days. I signed for it. And then, that's your keys to the kingdom. Without that, you can't get in. That's what starts everything. And I didn't realize the separation of it. And I'm learning. I'm still learning. And now we're going to be safe. And yeah, so that's the main part. And don't talk to anybody you don't know in chats. We're in a virtual world where we don't really know who we're talking to, except right now we can tell who we're talking to. But texting and stuff, just be aware that people can clone other people and trick you, just like in the real world. It's, you just have to be safe. Just be aware.
Do y'all have questions in the chat? Anybody have any questions? I mean, I know David and Carrie have been very open and honest, and I feel like you've answered all of our questions, right, Ladybug?
Yeah. Also, too, even with your ledgers, because we've had people get hacked and they have ledgers.
That's what I heard. That's
so
what I was like.
You guys, you don't give your seed phrase out. This is the first thing. The second thing is this: don't make your cold wallet a hot wallet. Do not import your seed phrase into a Pancake Swap, a Uniswap, a MetaMask. Don't do that from your ledger. You have now made it hot. That means it's accessible to anybody. You don't want to do that. That's another thing too. I know it's the seed phrase is the main thing people give out. And it's got to have access, but it's another way they can get behind.
I have an idea. How about, because I think it would be really good if we had you, Ladybug, make a video so somebody we trust, I trust you and how you're going to set up a ledger, show us. I would trust you and how you do it because I know you. All of us know you. Can you show make a video and show us how to set it up? I think that would be cool.
That's what
I've
it
got a
is.
ledger in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's no big deal.
Carrie, is that what you were planning on
That's
doing
what
as
I was
well?
planning on doing. Yeah, is
Okay.
going through and showing everybody how to set up a ledger, how to purchase Volt through a ledger. You know, the different things that aren't really out there. I had to go through so many different videos and kind of piece together what I needed in order to get Volt onto a ledger. And even then, I was having some difficulties. There's different buttons that you have to push at different times, different settings in order to make it happen. And it was very confusing. So it took a lot of time to set up our ledgers and get those going. And
did you check out Ledger YouTube channel?
yes,
I'm sure you did. And so, like, why was it just, there's different buttons, there's just different, it's just all different, or what should I be looking for with that?
Different ledgers, aren't there? Different ledgers.
Yeah, different ledgers, and also buying coins like Volt. It was just like extra steps that weren't in place on those videos.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That's what the key is. So it's how to set it up on Ledger YouTube, but you're like, okay, what do I do now? Okay,
yes.
That's where it is. Okay. My heart just like, I feel it right now in my chest. I'm like, that is so scary, y'all. That feeling of if you get hacked, I hope to God nobody gets hacked. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Like it's awful, but ledgers. Nano X, is that the one we should, like, I think we should get together and be like, yo, this is the ledger and this is the Volt video for it. You know, I think that would be the smartest way. We all move as a, one cohesive movement. We're always at the same pulse. Why don't we all get the same ledger and have a video out for us? And just like Carrie said, you're going to do it. Ladybug, I'm sure you're going to do one as well. And I think that would be great. Everybody, Carrie, if whenever you put that video out, let me know. I'll blast it as much as I can everywhere on all my socials as well. So, Ladybug, what you got?
Kira. Oh, sorry, David. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know me and Kira have to do another security video. So
Okay.
we'll do an update. We said it months ago, but because it's time again to do another one. So
let's go. We need it like now, like yesterday. But now we know it's coming, y'all. We know the bull run is here. Volt is at a, there's a dip right now. People are going to be buying it up. There's stuff going on today. We got to stay safe. What is it, like $100, Carrie? David, is that about how much y'all spent on your ledgers each? 100 each?
Yeah, something like that. Definitely well worth it. I mean, it's safety to.
Oh, you sleep better. You literally
my God.
sleep better. I mean,
Yeah,
once my stuff was moved, now I cried. I ain't gonna lie. I was not happy about giving up the 13%.
Yeah.
Because I was already I was already over in DeFi. But once I gave it up, I mean, I just don't stress.
The 13% is worth it. Would you rather lose it?
Hey, I was stressed about it beforehand. After I'm good.
Okay.
Right.
Because that's where I'm at, y'all. I'm like 13%. So y'all lived it. That's why I like to learn from my friends. I like to learn from y'all. 13%. I'm gonna get it back in reflections, right?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yes. Okay. If you're not gonna sell, you're gonna get it all back in time. And I just wanted to learn how to buy on the ledger continuously. I love to buy every day. I have a business where I can buy every day. So I just want to get into the habit of figuring out the most profitable way to do this. If I would have known more about the taxes beforehand, I would have done things different. But now I know, and I'm going to buy it right.
Right.
And, today's the best day to start. Yesterday's gone. Today's all we really have. And we're so young in Volt. We're all still going to make it. We're going to, no worries on my end. So I'm Volted as it. You know what?
No, it is.
Yeah, you are still believing in the project, the dev, the community. That speaks volumes to us. you know. So I'm glad y'all came in. I know y'all are busy, so I wanted to. Do you have any last words you'd like to say, Carrie, to the Vault Army?
Be careful who you talk to. Make sure that you're not talking in the private messages in the Telegram. Be super careful. It's easy to get hacked on there. If you don't know them, don't talk to them. And even if you think you know them, make sure it's the right person.
Okay, and you're gonna have videos out and let us know, and you're gonna put them on YouTube. Is
Yes.
that right? Okay, so y'all be ready for that. We'll be ready for Carrie. She's going to show us set up Ledger, how to buy Vault, like the whole thing. You can look at Ledger, YouTube, and all that. You can look at all these, but she was saying you have to piece it together to figure it out. So she's going to show us in one video so we can be safe. David, what do you have to say to the Army, hun?
Just believe in Voltoshi and the Volt Army, and just stay volted and be patient. You know, this is not going to get us rich overnight, but in the long term, it's going to be easier to retire this way than any other way, I think. You know, it's just going to keep on growing. I'm a believer in Volt, hyper deflationary. You know, these dragons are innovative. That means Voltoshi can change and manipulate different things in the future. So not only can we make money staking and playing video games, there's going to be future stuff that we'll be able to use them for. I think we'll be able to borrow against the value of what they are, maybe. And I'm just super excited to have somebody who knows what's going on in this crypto world that I'm all in with. And he is the master teacher, and I am still a student, and I'm definitely willing to learn.
Thank you, David. Thank y'all, Carrie, for your support and love for the Army. We love you. What you got, Ladybug?
Just that if you're new to Vote, if you have questions, always feel free to come in and ask the questions. I know a lot of people will come on and they're scared and they sit in the background, and then that's another way how some of them get hacked because they're too scared to ask the question in the chat. Don't be afraid to ask the question. If we're talking, look, because we talk sometimes, we're in there joking, whatever. But if there's a question, you ask the question. We're going to stop whatever we're doing because that's what it's about. This is Vote. And we want to make sure everybody's safe. We want to make sure everybody makes it to the end, you know. So no matter what, know that's one of the key things. That's the reason why the VC's open 24/7 is to help you. So just come in and you know, ask. Somebody's there. Somebody's always going to be there. And if it, you know, if we don't have the answer, then we will get it for you. Okay.
That's true. That is so true. Thank you, Ladybug. You're always in the Telegram all the time. Like y'all said, 24/7. Go in there, ask your question. If you get a DM, go right back into the Telegram and be like, hey, did you just hit me up? You know, that's what we got to do. Y'all keep each other safe. That's why we have these live streams. Thank you so much, Carrie and David, for being here. We love you. Vault Army loves you. Let us know that donation wallet. And also, Carrie, let us know whenever you get that video out. Ladybug as well. Let us know when you get that video out. But anyways, y'all, stay vaulted. Love y'all. And until the next time, I'll see y'all later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.